Who can take this broad seriously with these glasses? Oh my God.
Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And he's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, your board-certified criminal defense lawyer. On a channel we call Criminal Lawyer Reacts, so carefully crafted and curated by our former content genius, Michael Rivers. God rest his soul. Today we're reacting to a New Orleans prison break. Nolans. I think they call it Nolans. Not New Orleans, not New Orleans, Nolans. But before we get to this, and it's going to be kind of a fun-filled episode because I am on the side of the escapees. Not really. But I mean, fuck. Who wants to see somebody go to prison? Nobody does. I mean, I don't anyway. Some people deserve to go to prison. Some people don't. But I don't know. The thought of prison is just so counter to my way of thinking. But before we get to that, Grandma and I would like to talk to you about AskALawyer.com. AskALawyer.com is a very cheap way to get a good handle on a legal issue with a lawyer. For $49, you can talk to an actual lawyer and get either a way forward or dispel your myths. So go to AskALawyer.com. Grandma uses it all the time. She probably overuses it because she thinks she's got the next greatest idea as she tries to make $1 billion on her Only Feet fans page. They also have an AI component. So if you want to do your own legal research, go to AskALawyer.com. They're the same people that brought you eForms and eSign, and they're fantastic sponsors of this channel. So make sure that you give them some love as well. All right, so in Nolans, 10 inmates, including a murder suspect, Keith Lewis, escaped from the New Orleans Justice Center by busting through a wall. 3 are caught, but 7 are still on the run. You know, you remember when those guys broke out of that New York prison? I mean, these people are dangerous. And guess what? What do they have to fucking lose? Honestly, nothing. But when you go on the run, it isn't easy to survive on the run. Because guess what you have to do? Probably commit more crimes. Guess who hangs out in campgrounds? Fugitives. My daughter's on the way back from traveling across the country as we speak, staying in campgrounds. I worry about her. Let's just look at the video of the inmates escaping.
The sliding door to the cell that they used to escape. This is all we use. So
No, I haven't seen this.
Sure.
We'll provide this $2 though.
So you see them jarring open the door. They get it open. Subsequently, they go inside that cell. And this
Look at it.
Where you see them exiting
It's
the
a free-for-all.
door.
Free at last, free at last. Thank the Lord, free at last.
This road that they're going
Oh my
out of
gosh.
is behind this building, as I explained. They subsequently go through another door, and here.
Now keep in mind that there are cameras everywhere nowadays. We are in 1984. I mean, George Orwell's 1984. Cameras everywhere.
Come through here, and they scale the fence through this door that's near the construction site. They scale that fence, and then make good on their escape crossing all lanes of I-10. And that's where you see them going across that.
Oh, look at them cross right here. Now,
In this case, as
you've seen Shawshank Redemption, right? The thing about it is, what do you have to lose? If you're in there for life and you're in there for murder, and you take another life, who gives a shit? Because you're already doing life, right? That's the only part about it that I don't like. The chase and, I mean, think of all the anxiety that you must have when you're on the run. Because you don't have, unless you have help from the outside, you either have to commit more crimes or you have to be a fucking homeless person. The inmates that escaped from the New Orleans jail left a note behind for corrections officers. So far, only one escapee has been caught. Officials believe escapees received help from officers inside the New Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office. What does it say? It says innocent. Fuck OPSO. Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office. Suck my dick. Oh, yeah. OJC. Too easy. The Big Easy. That's what they call New Orleans. Oh, my God. Adding insult to injury. Oh, I see what they did here. They got it out behind the toilet. Gross. I want to be on the side of the escapees. I kind of do, just because, but there's this danger element. Here, let's watch some more surveillance footage that show the inmates escaping and running across the street. There, yeah, we just saw part of this. But I mean, they're all in. They don't really have. The guys that are in the gray sweatsuits, are. That's probably okay. But the guys that are in orange, what the fuck? So New Orleans Captain Stephanie Minto Gibson wears bizarre glasses at a press conference to give an update on the 10 inmates who escaped. Only one of the inmates has been caught as of the time of this press conference. Let's watch her press conference. Look at those fucking glasses. Stephanie, those are for Friday night. Those are not for a press conference with the sheriff's office. What the hell?
Good afternoon, all. I am Major Stephanie Minto Gibson.
Who can take this broad seriously with these glasses? Oh my God.
And I oversee the crime victims unit for the Orleans Park.
She looks like she's like the Green Hornet, or she's trying to be some kind of superhero with those glasses on.
Sheriff's Office. Once I was notified about the escapees, I immediately gathered a team of experienced staff and we started calling victims and survivors just to make sure that they are aware of what was going on and that they are safe. For the records that...
I doubt that unless it's like a domestic, I doubt that any of these guys are going to go back. Although, some might go back to their girlfriends or family. They'd be dumb to do that because guess what? Where's the first place the authorities are going to go? You're at your girlfriend's place, your wife's place, your mama's place.
That had no information, I immediately reached out to our partners. Partners such as NOPD Special Victims Unit, Detective Walton, who was very grateful in helping us, and she provided us with other information.
Can you take anything she says seriously? Looking at those glasses, I see nothing. I hear nothing. I just see the glasses.
And that we were able to call those families and help them as well. Once we finished the first batch of victims, we started calling the second batch. And actually, the reason why I'm saying that is because I separated them. The chief from the DA's office, victims, Alison Morgarder, reached out to me, and we both were calling victims. What she had and I did not have, we shared information, and we both gathered all the information, and we made sure all victims were aware of what was going on. Most of the victims were very grateful for the calls. They graciously thanked us.
What were the other ones that weren't grateful? Well, why are you calling me? Oh, he's right here. You want to talk to him?
We additionally sent our detectives to their homes for more safety measures, and that alone speak measures.
Bullshit. They're sending them to their home to see if the guy is there.
I strongly encourage all to educate the community on the importance of Vine Link. This is a free app that is listed online, and it is also a guide for victims and survivors to track offenders while they navigate the criminal justice system. The number for Vine is 1-800-277-7477. I'm sorry, it's 1-866-277-7477.
Perhaps you need different glasses. Perhaps it's time for a thicker set. Remember that from My Cousin Vinny?
Maybe you're ready for a thicker set.
Oh, no. I think they're okay.
We are located here on the 3rd floor of the sheriff's office, and our contact number here is 504-827-6754.
I'm sorry. Let's just move on because I can't look at anything but those glasses. It's so fucking hilarious. So here's a jail escape update. DeKennan Dennis and Kendall Miles have been captured and they are in custody. Dennis was apprehended at Chef Ventura Highway and Dale Street, probably about 3 blocks away. I don't have any idea. But and then they have Crime Stopper information. So what are the implications here of an escape? You know, well, you get an escape charge, and who gives a shit because that's a low-level felony, right? I mean, if you're doing life with a parole, you get a vacation. You're getting a hall pass, basically. But if you are somebody helping somebody out, you can be charged with aiding an offender. And aiding an offender, hiding, you know, harboring a fugitive, that kind of thing. You could be charged with, you know, which is a serious crime, up to 5 years in New Orleans. The New Orleans PD, FBI, and U.S. Marshals are involved. So this top priority case. They've already caught 2 inmates, including, you know, Miles and Dennis, and they in the French Quarter, which is busy tourist area, which tells me these guys might be hiding in plain sight, possibly with the help from family or friends. If somebody is on the run, they're dangerous. You know I make light of it a little bit, but do you remember that? I harken back to that New York case. In that New York case, they had help from the inside. The one guy struck up a sexual relationship with a prison guard, and she wound up getting charged herself. I mean, you can't make this shit up. But when you're fat, ugly, and lazy, and you know you're lonely, and you know some guy puts the wood to you good, I mean, well, I guess you just are going to help him any way you can. And you know, and one of the things these guys are, they're master manipulators. And they got nothing to do but think all day long on how to manipulate the guards, how to manipulate people on the outside. They got nothing else to do, and they become really good at what they're doing. They become, you know, I've seen artwork by some of these guys. I've seen, you know, crafts that these guys do. I've seen, you know, all kinds of gardening. I mean, they become good at what they're doing because they don't do anything else. You know, they have jobs and they can learn a skill and they can do this and that. So when they put their mind to it, you know, they're crafty sons of bitches. But they can be dangerous. And if you got nothing to lose, taking another life isn't going to be that big a deal to you. If it means you're going back, you know, if it's either you die or I go back, guess what I'm going to pick? You know, so I do make light of it, but because the idea of the chase, I don't want to see anybody go back to prison. However, it doesn't ignore the fact that this is very dangerous to confront these guys. My hope is that they are peaceful, they get caught, or they just have a change of heart and decide to go back to prison on their own, which ain't going to happen. But, you know, think about the French Quarter. The French Quarter is busy as hell, and it's a very touristy area. But if you don't have help from somebody on the outside, you're either going to go to a soup kitchen, which you're probably not going to want to do, or you're going to start committing more crimes. You know, robbing people, hurting people, breaking into homes. You know, to get resources that you're going to need to live. There you go. That's a New Orleans prison break reaction by yours truly. And in lighter news, this is a cold reaction to a raccoon smoking meth. So let's just...
Hi, how are we doing today? I'm Officer Brandon, Springfield Township Police Department.
Okay, stop it, Josh. How are you?
So the reason I stopped you is you are suspended with a warrant for your arrest.
I am?
So do me a favor, turn off the car, put the keys up on the dash, detain you for that warrant.
So when you're suspended, first of all, if you got any contraband on you whatsoever, you shouldn't be suspended. Because guess what? The cop's going to search your car and you're going to get fucked.
For that warrant, and because you are suspended actively. Oh. Hey.
What?
Come here.
Hello?
The raccoon has her meth pipe.
As what?
Oh my god.
Her meth pipe. He's...
Okay. Oh my god. You know what? Look at the door on the other side. There's no door panel on the other side. And you got a raccoon. Tell me this is the most hygienic woman. When's the last time you think she washed her sheets in her bed? Probably never.
Playing with the meth pipe right now. No, don't reach for it.
Okay, driving after suspension, you got a warrant for your arrest, and you're probably going to get at least a low-level drug charge for the meth pipe.
Don't reach for it. That's evidence now.
Oh, I don't want him to have
Well,
that.
that's why I'm gonna do it. Hey, buddy.
Huh?
It's okay.
Okay, you're on Arlington. He'll be here in 2 minutes. I'm right.
Those damn raccoons are fucking unpredictable, by the way. I had one that was by my house, and he had one eye, and he couldn't see out of the one eye. I mean, he was missing an eye, and then he was just bumping into my garage, and but then you try to be nice to him, he's like, ah, because he can't see it.
Right across from my house.
Is that what that
A few
is?
minutes?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is what she's smoking meth in.
Okay.
The raccoon's playing with her meth pipe.
All right.
You cannot make this up.
Oh, there's no. He's trying to smoke it.
All right.
He's got another meth pipe. This is actually more of a public service announcement to all the meth addicts who are raccoons. They're everywhere. You think the meth addict raccoons are isolated to just this Mattress Firm mall parking lot, but no.
Thanks.
There's no way. All right. Enough fun and games.
Here.
Oh.
Yeah, he's on.
Unbelievable.
Keep an eye. She was trying to take the meth pipe out of the car. Just keep an eye on her real quick.
Here's the deal. So she's driving around with a meth pipe and animals in her car, one of which is a fucking raccoon, who is very accustomed to not only humans, but meth as well, evidently. So now she's off to jail. Who's going to give the raccoon his daily recommended allowance of methamphetamine? So we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers. I don't have any crazy glasses. You like these? I do like her glasses, but not for a fucking press conference. It's the funniest thing I've ever fucking seen. They look like superhero glasses. So we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts. Make sure you subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Go to CLR Bruce Rivers for all your merch needs. We got all kinds of stuff, and people are ordering stuff left and right. So get them while they're hot. Hot, I say. See you next time on Criminal Lawyer Reacts.
Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away.